and I had no sound. Beautiful. So hello everyone. My mic wasn't working. Good, nice Saturday morning for everyone. I'm playing my P-40 mission training, operational readiness training mission, because I wasn't able to do high altitude level bombing on finish because of weather, heavy overcast, and I had no sound. So now sound should be okay, and okay. Everything should be. This is such a shame. We've got no weather forecast. We've got, if you've got Google, you've got whole over the world weather forecast, but you're not able to plan your time. This is unplayable, unrealistic. Should we have a decent weather forecast and multiplayer? Okay, US United States Army Air Force livery, olive, 100% fuel, and I won't need any firing, any gunnery. So that should be a very boring mission, but I must say I really like it. And first check the track IR settings. I should change it a little bit. Okay, track IR is set. Second, controls my joystick. Oh, joystick is working okay. Everything's fine. Okay, RPM up to maximum. Half closed cowl shutters. Elevator trim up to 5.5. That's 70% Technochat. I'll check it with Technochat. And Technochat off and rudder trim 5.5 left. That's about 35%, and engine start should be okay. Beautiful Bewley or Beaulieu, Bewley in English, Beaulieu in French. Airfield, beautiful airfield, even though that's asphalt tarmac runways. I'll do my taxiing, practice my landing run, practice landing runs, then do takeoff circuit and landing, and try to train. Look at that, more than 2 hours of time, and finish. We'll have next mission in 3 hours time. Great for me. Maybe I'll do a high altitude level bombing mission on finish, maybe not, I don't know, but anyway, that if that happens, that will be a Russian commentary stream. Very inconvenient weather, but anyway, I was missing that takeoff circuit and land, operational readiness practice for a very long time, parking brakes off. Okay, start taxiing, more than 1500 RPM to start moving on a grass surface. And I will do taxiing without using brakes, only with my rudder. We've got prop wash rudder, prop wash affects the rudder, so you can steer only with your rudder without using brakes. And I've got beautiful 1020 RPM, and I just need to stay within those within that asphalt tarmac taxi runway, and try my best to do S turning without ground loop, without circling. Beautiful taxiing speed, normal taxiing speed, not too much, not too slow. And I do S-turning with my rudder without using brakes. You need quite a skill for that, and you tend to lose those skills when you ground it, when you do not play for a week, for 2 weeks. I didn't play P-40 for maybe more than 2 weeks, I can't remember. And I didn't try P-40 on concrete or asphalt tarmac for a very long time. I can't remember actually, but P-40 is my main type of airplane, so I'm quite comfortable. I understand why P-40 was standard United States Army pursuit of fighter plane. P-40 is great. I know too many players don't like P-40, but with such a poor thrust weight ratio, any fighter plane will be not good. So P-40 with a decent engine is a beast, is a 109 killer, just like in real life. And besides that, P-40 is a decent ground attack airplane and dive bomber. So unique and pursuit airplane. Great. United States Army, Air Force, New Zealand Air Force, great airplane. I like it, so let's train a little bit. I just pedaling a little bit, just steer with my rudder. Beautiful taxiing speed. Not always you able to pick up the right engine power for that normal taxiing speed. You will be too slow or too fast. Too fast is unsafe. You're gonna catch ground loop or circling. And all mission parts on all standard operational procedures I use, I like to be suited for normal group operations. So just imagine a group of 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 18 P-40s doing taxiing from parking place up to some point on an airfield, hot spot, or rolling to start readiness position, like I call it. It's on my 12 o'clock. right next to your readiness position. You form up some kind of a queue on a taxi runway, ready to roll onto start position, and start position is on a landing strip. So I had no any doubts. I will be okay with my taxiing, but you need to refresh your skills. Just like I said that I catch circling. This is circling. This is circling. Circling attempt. And I was forced to use the brakes. So no good. Not good. Just like at the moment I've said that I've catched the circling ground loop attempt. No good. So the next step is rolling to start position from readiness position. You should do that in 30 seconds. Start moving, taxiing, turning 90 degrees right in that, and stop without using brakes, because who knows, maybe surface could be slippery or something like that. So you should be able to steer without using brakes. And you should do that in 23-25 seconds. 150 is my takeoff heading, and throttle forward, advance the throttle in 5 seconds up to 39 inches. That was too fast. And throttle back, because I will need to change my trims. 90% elevator trim. Rudder to 22 and aileron 12 on left wing. So let's do the high-speed taxiing. For high-speed taxiing I use certain power settings. Power equals normal taxiing speed power multiplied is 1.2, so plus 15-20%, or well, plus 15% actually, and that means 11.500 RPM, but I round that to the 1200 RPM. So it's high-speed taxiing to clear the runway. You cannot vacate left or right like all the players do. That's unrealistic. That's exploiting game's unrealistic features. You should clear the runway while your next group member is on his final approach. Retard the throttle. Beautiful physics in this game. Your P-40 is changing her behavior when you retard the throttle, because you've got less prop wash, and you should be ready for that. So now I will do some braking and do 180 without using brakes. That's quite complicated, because this type of landing strip is quite narrow, and I should stay within that landing strip width. I'm okay with that, and I should stop 330 heading plus minus 5 degrees without using brakes. I've made it beautiful. Almost 1 degree off. Okay, flaps down, canopy closed, and once again do that practice landing runs. In 5 seconds advance the throttle up to 39 inches. I didn't do that well. One minor correction I let myself do: accelerate up to maybe 90 miles per hour indicated, and then retard the throttle less than 90 miles per hour, and then without using brakes, try to do, or with using brakes, not, I'm quite experienced, so I like without using brakes, try to maintain normal landing run, because who knows, your brakes could be damaged. So without braking, do that landing run, standard operational procedure without braking should be your main focus. But if you're not sure about the landing strip length, or you see some obstacles or anything else, or some imperfect surface, you should of course use brakes, or you feel unsure of yourself. So 180 once again, but this time to the left 180 without using brakes. Try to do that only with your rudder and your throttle. Great practice for you. I do that quite well, but you should stop 150 heading with plus minus 5 degrees. That wasn't the case my previous attempt. Do not hurry up. Okay, throttle rudder right, 150, beautiful, without using brakes, without anything. Once again, canopy closed, flaps down, and repeat that practice landing run once again. In 0 seconds, advance the throttle. In 5 seconds, up to 39 inches. Very slowly, surely, steady. And no corrections needed. Perfect. No corrections needed. Perfect. That was perfect. So 60-70 miles per hour indicated, and retard the throttle and do that. Retard the throttle and do that practice landing run without using brakes, only with your rudder. This is the most beautiful way to do that landing run for me, so I will practice using brakes, of course, but first I'll do without using brakes. This is much fun for me. And practice high-speed taxiing to the left, shift to the left, do S-turning without using brakes, but because who knows what's wrong could be with your undercarriage. You will use the brakes, you will damage your tire, or you will damage your undercarriage structure. So try not to use brakes, retard the throttle, be ready. She will change her behavior, so do not catch ground loop while changing the power because of a less prop wash. and turning right without using brakes. 330 is my next heading, plus minus 5 degrees. Once again I wasn't once again I was 336. 330 should be my heading. Okay, not ideal. Canopy closed. I didn't retract the flaps, my mistake. That's why you need practicing. And once again, wait for 15 seconds. In 15 seconds, advance the throttle in 5 seconds with one move, steady, slowly but surely, up to 39 inches. One small correction is done. That's acceptable. 330 takeoff heading, and let's use brakes on a practice landing run this time. Let's accelerate more. Okay, retard the throttle. Brakes short, brakes using very short brakes using, very convenient. Short pushes on that brakes button. Canopy open, flaps up, no brakes needed, and let's do 180 with using brakes this time. I don't do any zigging and zagging, any S-turning. I'm in the middle, on the center line of that. You can hear I use the brakes. Canopy closed. Apply the brakes. Power, right turn, right rudder. 180 with using brakes. 150. Stop. Okay, that was easy. Flaps down, and the next attempt of practice landing run. Advance the throttle in 5 seconds. One small correction once again. 39 inches. Then manifold pressure increases itself because of a higher airspeed. This P-40 has got no manifold pressure governor. Beautiful. JU-87, A-20, C-47, they all got no manifold pressure governor. Flaps up, shift left, advance the throttle, 1200 RPM. That was a mistake. I've touched the gravel. I've touched this. That was a mistake. I can catch the circling right now. Major mistake. Apply the brakes. Okay, I must say I'm quite rusty. I don't feel well. I mean, I've got some not feel 100%, so I need to do more of that practice. Okay, canopy closed, flaps up, and this time 180 with using brakes to the left. Brakes, apply the brakes, left rudder, 330, your next heading. Beautiful. and in 0 seconds advance the throttle, in 5 seconds up to 39 inches. That's a start procedure. Throttle forward, forward, forward. One minor correction, two minor corrections, not ideal, and retard the throttle. Let me just do another attempt without using brakes. I like it. Flaps up. I just really like it. So shift right, advance the throttle, 1200 RPM, do S turning, try not to catch ground loop, try not to touch the grass, the dirt. This is high-speed taxiing with S turning to be aware of any obstacle. In normal group operations there will be some teammate ahead of you. Only if you're a group leader there will be no one. Not group leader actually. Tail end Charlie, that was circling attempt. I was lucky to escape that circling. Beautiful. So the next I will do takeoff and takeoff, circuit and landing. I will repeat landing, that circling and landing attempts for several times just to practice myself, because I had free time and probably I will not have any free time more this weekend, but maybe I will do 820 mission later in 3 hours time. I wasn't able to do that mission earlier because of heavy overcast on Finnish server. Okay, 240 is my readiness position heading, perpendicular to your takeoff, and 5 minutes break. 5 minutes break. Okay, I'm back. Track IR is set, all okay. I need to change elevator trim settings, 70%. Radar and my aileron. So all set, and in 30 seconds I will start rolling to start position. Standard operational procedure, manifold pressure up to more than 1500 RPM up to 1500 or more, because manifold pressure gauge doesn't work on such low power. Turning left, 150 heading is required. I didn't do that well, and advance the throttle in 0 seconds and 5 seconds, 39 inches. One minor correction. Okay, 39 inches set. Normal takeoff this time. Technochat on to set my RPM. I take off on 130 miles per hour indicated. Wheels up, RPM down to 72%, nose down to let her accelerate. Technochat off and retard the throttle and pull up. She's stabilized. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. A little bit excessive airspeed. She's stabilized. Now I will do climb 1800 feet. And I will do stabilized attitude, straight and level flight, then some turns, and then approach and landing procedures. That's I've got excessive power, too much power, I think. Yes, excessive power. I shouldn't have so much power. 25.8 should be okay. That was my mistake. Let's correct that, and Technochat on. I will do some and then I will do transition into stabilized straight and level attitude, minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43%. She's lowering her nose down, radar 83, minus 5% more elevator trim, radar minus 5% more, radar 84, aileron 2 on right wing, minus 5% more. Do not let her pitch her nose up, watch your heading, watch your vertical speed, and minus 5% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. She stabilized, retard the throttle. Beautiful. She stabilized. Correct your heading. 18.8 8.9 inches should be okay for my stabilized straight and level flying, stabilized attitude, straight and level flying. No, as you can see, it's not enough. I should increase my power. Let it be 19.0, maybe more. This is some mystery for me why she's so unstable. Okay. Call shutters to neutral, that's 30% technochat, 150 heading. She's not stabilized some reason, really do not understand why. Oh, insufficient power, definitely. Advance the throttle. I need 19.3.2 maybe. You will not be able to set correct power, but sometimes you're able to do that. So you should fine-tune your airspeed by using your call shutters. That will be, when I watch Combat Pilot F4F renders, I enjoy those call shutters, fuselage call shutters. They will help me a lot to fine-tune my airspeed. So looking forward for that great Combat Pilot simulator. This okay, I should turn left now. Okay, let's do that left turn. Excessive power a little bit. Try to maintain 15-degree bank angle, 0 vertical speed. With excessive power, that's easy. Do not climb, do not descend. Pull up a little bit. Next vector is 060. Retard the throttle. Under turning 30 degrees to your next vector, next heading, new vector, new heading, retard the throttle. And level up 060. 19 inches should be okay, maybe not. But I'm not able to set up 18.5. I need 18.5. $19 is too much for me. 18.5 should be okay. Just not able to set up. So I'm setting up 19.0 and I will open cowl shutters a little bit, but next left 90 degrees turn is coming up. I've got not enough altitude, I must say, so let's climb while turning left. Okay, in 0 seconds let's turn left on 330 heading. Turning left, excessive power, additional power, 1.5 or 2 inches, maybe more than 2 inches, 2.5 inches, should be okay. Maintain 15-degree bank angle, maintain 0 vertical speed, do not let her pitch her nose up or pitch her nose down, do not let her climb or lose altitude, and retard the throttle under turning 30 degrees to your new vector, new heading. 19 inches once again, 15-degree bank angle, standard, shallow turn, glide turn, and level up 330. Beautiful. The airspeed is a key for everything in stabilized attitude flying. So I've got no excessive airspeed, I've got no insufficient airspeed. Hello Bambridge, vehicle convoy. I'm not up to do anything with you today. I'm just practicing my operational readiness practice. And look at that. Still not enough. So shut the cowl, close the cowl shutters a little bit more. .331 is not good for me. 330 should be better. Just like I said, excessive airspeed, open cowl shutters a little bit. Now she's more or less stabilized. Without auto level, that's 330 heading. I like P-40 for directional stability. I just love it. I'm opening cowl shutters to bleed out some airspeed. 19.0 inches is too much for her right now. Later she will get less and less fuel in my fuselage tank behind pilot's back, so she will pitch her nose a little bit down very slowly. That's why she will need more airspeed, more and more airspeed. So I will be able to adjust airspeed by closing my cowl shutters, and now this is perfect stabilized attitude level flight. I've got Southampton ahead of me. Okay, I've opened cowl shutters too much, closing it. I'm a little bit surprised how I'm not 100% ideal stabilized right now, so that's only my fault. That's not turbulence, not some issues, that's only my lack of operational readiness, lack of skills. Now I've got insufficient airspeed. She loses altitude, vertical speed isn't stable, isn't constant, isn't zero. That's only my fault. So lack of operational readiness, that's why you need your operational readiness training missions. Southampton, Portsmouth, I saw those Russian A-20 bomber guys, Russian speaking, they were practicing on that Turn Island airfield, Bodenst. So I was practicing my P-40 missions on that 2 years ago. Then I switched to Beauty airfield, because Beauty airfield gives you decent, quite wide taxiing runways, and on that very far to the right on my 4 o'clock Turn Island airfield, you've got very narrow concrete runways. I don't like that. So I need to be on 1800 feet. Now I'm on 16. That's not a big problem for me because I will climb while turning left. And my next move is, next operational procedure is to get myself into that approach straight. Let's assume this area is entering approach straight area, and not like on A-20, on P-40 you should enter that approach straight with heading perpendicular to that approach straight heading. So I should get here with heading 240 or 060, so I'm somewhere here, or somewhere on next to Ramsey. This landmark, this terrain feature is a great terrain feature for me, great spot to know where I am. I can see it maybe already. No, yes, I can see it over there, very elongated small pond, small pod. I will turn to Ramsey and get somewhere here in this area, and will visually assess my location. Lyndhurst small town will help me. This crossroad, this road junction will help me, and then I will pick up the right timing for my left 90 degrees turn, and I will find myself on this approach straight. Approach straight is important for group operations, for normal approach, group brake pattern. This is very important. So I see this T-junction, this road junction in 0605.4. Ramsey should be on my 11 o'clock. I can see it. So, and where is that elongated small pond? I can see it either. Beautiful. She is stabilized. I didn't lose any altitude, any heading. I'm losing altitude actually. So wait a little bit longer. This is good practicing. Do not rush. And assess your location, your position, and then turn left. excessive power, 15-degree bank angle, watch your vertical speed, watch your pitch angle, do not pitch up or pitch her nose down. Oh, that was too much power, my bad. So I don't need excessive airspeed, so I will reduce power earlier. 240 is my next heading, and I will beautiful. Oh no, I need 19.5 inches. I need 19.5 inches. Let me climb. Actually, that wasn't actually my mistake. Excessive power. I need more excessive power. That wasn't actually my mistake. So my mistake was not to have too much power. And what can I say? I was wrong. Turning right, I was wrong. Climbing, jumping a little bit, because I'm not able to see that pond, so I'm rusty. I need to practice more. I didn't do that assessment very well, so I was too early turning left. That was my bad, absolutely my fault. Now I'm jumping a little bit without changing airspeed. 240. I needed more altitude. And let me set up. Oh, I'm so rusty. I thought I was 19 inches. That was not 19, that was 19.4. I'm so rusty. This is unbelievable. P-40 is my main airplane, and I'm so rusty. I'm not quite. This is A20 habit. I practice A20 not too much, but most of my flight time lately is A20 flight time, because I'm not able to fly P-40, and when I fly P-40 it's terrible Finnish server turbulence that doesn't allow me to enjoy it. Cowl shutters open. I can see that Lyndhurst town, I can see that road junction, and I should assess my location. Should I turn? No, I'll wait. I can see my airfield already. I wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and turn left. Excessive power. Excessive power 1.5 inches. Not too much. Pull up. She's losing altitude. I don't care if she loses a little bit of altitude, but by losing altitude she accelerates. And I don't need excessive airspeed. I need it in the middle of the corner, 90 degrees left corner, because that helps me to maintain vertical speed. But in level flight I don't need excessive power. 150 is my new heading. I don't need excessive power. Level up. 150. Okay, closing cowl shutters. And where is my airfield? You know, probably on a stream you will not be able to see it. This is like in a drugstore. I'm proud of myself. No, well, this is. I'm very experienced with P-40, and this area I know pretty much. But this is this approach doesn't require any shifting left or shifting right, small corrections. I don't need to offset my trajectory at all. Beautiful. Next. So now I'm moving towards overhead brake pattern initial point, which is this point when that landing strip threshold will touch my left wing leading edge. Visually I will start turning left, so my overhead brake pattern is 3/4 turn with 11 seconds 2/4 shifting, and then I will do transition into wheels down, flaps down, final approach descending stabilized attitude, and then I will do touchdown probably or something like that, practice landing, and repeat some kind of touchdown pass, and I will repeat approach. I will repeat, I don't know, maybe I won't, but I will do small circle. I will not do too many. The thing is, I've got some patterns. That was 30 seconds when I started my overhead brake pattern. This is important because group leader or tail and Charlie, when starting that overhead brake pattern, he must or she must declare that time, because each consecutive group member should start that overhead brake pattern with the 15 seconds delay, and 2/4 shift should be 15 seconds longer. This is your brake pattern as it is. I've got 1500 feet altitude, beautiful. She's stabilized, turning. So I've got several circuit takeoff, circuit and landing patterns, and I will do the shortest one just to practice my touchdowns. So I'm quite confident in my overhead brake pattern on P-40, on my approach, on my final, on my approach straight. All procedures are fine, but touchdowns are not good. So 330 I level up and fly straight and level, 11 seconds straight and level. I'm climbing a little bit, level up. I leveled up in 13 seconds, so in 24 seconds I will proceed with left turning. When she loses fuel, that time reduces to 7 seconds, and then when she burn more fuel in wing tanks, that time goes up to 9 seconds once again. That's my personal consideration. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my personal experience notes. And when it's 240, I level up and start transitioning into wheels down, flaps down, descending, stabilized descending. I'm not too close, not too far, maybe a little bit far, but let's wait and see. Level up, wheels down, throttle back and forward a little bit, turn left, RPM up to maximum. Elevator trim to 90%, pull up. Rudder, aileron to 12%, rudder to 22%. Техночат off, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. She's slowing down, 125 miles per hour indicated, nose down, flaps down. She's stabilized, beautiful, beautiful. A little bit throttle forward, a little bit more, 16 inches, she's stabilized. She's stabilized, but I was too late on advancing the throttle. That's why, that's my bad, and that's why vertical speed was too much, and I'm quite low. Quite low. Vertical speed was negative. Vertical speed was too much, but anyway, this is a perfect approach. My common mistake is to think you're quite low and you're not low actually. This is a perfect approach, and I will do practice touchdown. Stabilized approach. Yes, I was too low. I was too low. I was too low. I was too low, definitely. Retard the throttle. Very bad touchdown. Very bad touchdown. That's why I do those trainings. I need those training. 39 inches, flaps up. Elevator trim down to 70. Aileron 0 and 35 rudder. And wheels up. Let her accelerate a little bit and retard the throttle, turning left. On 1/4 I will level up and fly straight 16-18 seconds. Advance the throttle a little bit. On 060 I will level up for 17-18 seconds, leveled up in 0 seconds. Retard the throttle a little bit. This is 1/4 shifting for short circuit pattern. Not short circuit, but the shortest of all my circuit takeoff circuit and landing pattern, practice patterns. And when I reach my 2/4, that's 330, I will count 40 seconds till my third left 90 degrees turn, and my altitude is also okay. Technochat on to do transition into level up. I leveled up in 5 seconds. Okay, minus 5% elevator trim, RPM down to 43. Oh, I had insufficient RPM. I had excessive RPM. That was my bad. Minus 5% more. My bad. I knew something's wrong. Minus 5% more. And continue turning left. Minus 5% more. Technochat off. I don't need it anymore. Continue turning left. Actually, like this. Beautifully. She is beautifully stabilized. I do auto reach mixture settings, all those procedures on auto reach mixture settings, and once again I'm closer this time. No, absolutely a little bit closer this time, and I've got more altitude. So technochat on. Level up, wheels down, throttle back and forward a little bit, RPM up to maximum, turning left, pull up, elevator trim up to 90%, aileron trim up to 12, 13, rudder trim up down to 22%, pull up, don't let her lose altitude. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. When it's 125 miles per hour indicated, I will extract flaps and take her nose down a little bit and advance the throttle. I'm too high. This is overshooting. I was too high maybe, or maybe not. Anyway, this is clearly visible why I need that practicing. So my vertical speed isn't okay, I'm descending too fast, but that's for normal landing. I'm overshooting, this is obvious, I'm overshooting and my vertical speed is too much, but anyway, I don't consider that's some major mistake. A very bad touchdown. I'm very rusty. Once again, flaps up, throttle to 39 inches, elevator trim down to 70%, aileron to 0, rudder to 35, and pull up, wheels up, left banking, RPM down to 72%, and retard the throttle to 28-29 inches. She's gonna be stabilized, turning left, climbing turn, beautiful. She's stabilized, and once again, repeat, I had excessive airspeed, 150 miles per hour indicated, should be okay. Now not enough airspeed, and on heading 060 I will level up and do 17 seconds shifting, straight flying. I leveled up in 18 seconds, so in 35 seconds I will proceed, in 35-36 seconds I will proceed with left turning, advance the throttle a little bit, just a little bit. She's not stabilized. Something is wrong with me, with my piloting. I need to fix it, and on 330 I will note the timing and start and level up and climb. Level up, technochat on, minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43%, rudder aileron to neutral, minus 5% more, minus 5% more. What's wrong? And I didn't note the timing. My bad, my mistake. I didn't know the timing, so let's turn left. Technochat off. Retard the throttle, should be okay. I do mistakes and I'm too close. When you're too close, no, not too close, you can start a little bit earlier. You can start your transitioning into wheels down, flaps down, final approach, stabilized descending a little bit earlier. Yes, I'm a little bit closer this time, but not too close actually. I will not start earlier. Technochat on. When it's 240 heading, I will do transition. Okay, 240, level up, wheels down, throttle back and forth a little bit, RPM up to maximum, elevator trim up to 90%, aileron up to 12, rudder down to 22, pull up, don't let her lose altitude, advance the throttle a little bit, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Okay, flaps down, nose down. That was the third attempt, was very bad. I'm overshooting once again. The third attempt was very bad. Some reason. Really do not understand why. Once again I've got too much negative vertical speed, and I'm overshooting anyway. Retard the throttle. Better touchdown this time. Technochat on. 39 inches. Retract the flaps. 39 inches. Elevator trim down to 70%. Aileron 0. Rudder 35. Pull up, wheels up, turning left, RPM down to 72%, and retard the throttle. She should be stabilized. Yes, she is stabilized. This time I've got efficiently base shifting, so I need more. What's wrong? What's actually... Why is it so... Vertical speed was too high. Okay, 060 level up in 30 seconds. In 47 seconds I will start turning. I will proceed with left turn. Okay, turning left, advance the throttle a little bit. And I will note that time for 40 seconds count. This time, that timing for 40 seconds count this time. Technochat on, 330 leveling up in 30 seconds, minus 10%, elevator trim, RPM down to 43%, minus 5% more, minus 5% more. Why she's climbing so heavily? Minus 5% more. Minus 5% more. Technochat off. And retard the throttle. And turn left. This should be good. I'm a little bit higher than I need, but this is absolutely acceptable. I can do 19.5, 19.5 feet and that will be okay either. Okay, she's turning left, stabilized. My range is okay, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I will do a lot of attempts. I need to practice, because I'm in the middle of my greatest streak of unsuccessful missions. Wheels down, throttle back and forward a little bit, RPM up to maximum, turn left, elevator trim up to 90%, aileron 12%, rudder 22, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Техночат off, I don't need it anymore. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. She is slowing down, and pull up, and nose down, flaps down, throttle forward. This is better. That's better this time. She's stabilized. But I'm overshooting once again. So I'm in the middle of my greatest streak of unsuccessful combat missions on P-40, so I really need to practice on P-40. I'm overshooting once again. Negative vertical speed is too much. That's because my transition isn't good. I should reduce power more. But I'm stabilized anyway. Let's do better touchdown. Let's do flare earlier. Nice and easy. Retard the throttle. That was touchdown airspeed was too much. Advanced 39 inches. Retract the flaps. Elevator trim down to 70. Aileron neutral. And rudder 35. Wheels up. RPM down to 72%. Technochat off. Retard the throttle. Airspeed is too much. Bank angle is okay. Should be fine. Oh, it should be fine. And by the way, I didn't open my code shutters. That's a major mistake. I'm opening it right now, leveling up in 060 in 47 seconds, 48 seconds. So in 03 seconds I will proceed with my 04 seconds I will proceed with my left turn. Proceed. And power was too much. I'm very rusty on P-40, very rusty. I should practice and practice and practice. Okay, Technochat on, 330, leveling up, minus 10%. Elevator trim, RPM down to 43%, minus 10% more. Rudder to 80 something, minus 5% more. And I forgot to note the right timing once again. Such a stupid thing. And minus 5% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. And turn left. retarded throttle, and I'm quite low, I must say, and I'm quite close. Okay, that's not a standard procedure, but I do that for training purposes, just to train my touchdown. Touchdown is too bad. I don't like it. Wait for 240 heading, Technochat on, and level up, gears down, throttle back, RPM full forward, turning left, elevator trim up to 90%, do not let her climb, elevator 12, rudder 22%, and that's much better. Lower her nose and down her flaps. That's much better. So my initial climbing was the issue, I think, but still no decent transition into stabilized descending, stabilized final approach. I'm lower than I need. Practically you should abort, or maybe, but anyway, I will try and do touchdown. I've got time for that. I didn't. Oh, this is abort. Oh, this is. Oh, this is. That was major mistake. That was major mistake. I'm sorry for that, really sorry. That was major mistake. My bad. That's how lack of operational readiness looks like. I've probably damaged my airplane. Yeah, I've damaged my undercarriage probably. This is pure and normal lack of operational readiness. I really needed to practice. I'm embarrassed. Really embarrassed. That's what happens when you're not able to fly your airplane. And I'm in the middle of my longest unsuccessful P-40 streak. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's not my fault. I really hate Il2 Great Battles multiplayer. You've got nowhere to fly your airplane. You've got nowhere to fly your normal combat mission. I hate it, but no excuses, that's only my fault. No excuses. Now do transition into straight and level flight. She is lowering her nose down and accelerating, that's what I need. Technochat off, retard the throttle, maybe not so fast. Okay. So what's with my undercarriage? It should be damaged because I've hit those undercarriage while those were in a partially folded position. So absolutely my fault, turning left. Advance the throttle. I'm too far probably, but I will repeat my attempt. Yes, I'm too far, and I will try to correct that with delayed timing of transitioning into final approach start. I will delay it. Yeah, a little bit, maybe 5 seconds delay, not big deal. We take the chat on, RPM up. I didn't that's I've got a major mistake. I didn't reduce the power. That's what you get when you're out of shape. But I will do some landing once again, some touchdown, and once again undershooting. Let's correct that with power settings, with excessive power on that final approach. I can with some additional power I can do my descent shallower, so I should do that actually, and I will try to do touchdown. Let's try it. Reduce vertical speed, retard the throttle. Okay, better touchdown. Advance the throttle. Flaps up, 39 inches. Elevator trim down to 70. Neutral aileron. Rudder 13.5. Wheels down, wheels up. 72 RPM. Technochat off. And retard the throttle. She's stabilized. Okay, this is unrealistic. I should be punished for that mistake, but I wasn't punished actually. And I will proceed with my circling and touchdown attempts, landing attempts. I level up in 060. Let's make it nice and clean this time. level up in 25 seconds, so plus 17 seconds. That means in 42 seconds I will proceed with left turn. Watch those seconds and proceed. Advance the throttle. Airfield looks like that. You should assess your range to airfield. Okay. 330, I will level up for 40 seconds. I must note that timing when I reach 330 heading and count those 40 seconds. Technochat on. It was 25 seconds when I reached 330, RPM down to 43, minus 5% more, minus 5% more, rather to 80 something, minus 5% more. In 0.5 seconds I will proceed with my left turning, and minus 5% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. Rather adjust the rudder and retard the throttle to 20 inches and proceed in 5 seconds. Beautiful. I'm quite low, but that's okay. You can do that. And I'm not too close, not too far. I can see my landing strip, I can see my airfield. Beautiful. This I like to be able to do that stream, because that shows all the mistakes, all the difficulties, all inconveniences, all lack of operational readiness, like it is, without any hiding, without any показуха, like we call it in Russia. Technochat on, and level up, wheels down, throttle back and forward a little bit, turn left, RPM up to maximum, elevator trim up to 90%, push, pull up, aileron trim, rudder trim, okay, set, technochat off, I don't need it anymore, pull up, let her slow down. When it's 125 miles per hour indicated, extract flaps and advance the throttle and lower her nose. Now this, I like it. This time that was perfect. This time that was the first time. That's the fifth or sixth attempt when I did that transition in a perfect manner. Not perfect, but the best of all attempts. You can see the vertical speed is stationary. This is great approach. Let me have by the touchdown. Beautiful, I like it. I loved that transition. Standard operational procedure, reduce vertical speed, reduce more, retard the throttle. Not bad. Retract flaps 39 inches. Elevator trim down to 70, aileron to neutral, rudder 35. Take off, wheels up, left bank 72% RPM and retard the throttle. Beautiful. It seems like easy, but I remember 9 years ago, that was many months then that took me to form up that procedure, and only years after that I was able to give myself enough practice to memorize that, to make it a habit, level up in 40 seconds. And you can see it's not ideal even now, so without practicing, of course that's not a standard operational procedure for combat missions. This is quite normal for training missions, but I like that training. I need that training to train my touchdown in 41 seconds. Technochat on, minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43, minus 5% more elevator trim, rather to 80 something, minus 5% more, minus, not too much, minus 5% more. In 21 seconds I will proceed with my, I have lost 5 degrees of heading, minus 5% more. Technochat off. In 21 seconds I will proceed with my left turn, and retard the throttle. I'm quite low, I need to be higher than that, so let's climb a little bit. Let's climb, excessive power, climb while turning, it's not stabilized anyway. Okay, enough climbing, nose down, excessive power. Okay, 240. I'm a little bit fat, I would say. No, it's okay, should be okay, let's try. Maybe I'm perfect. Technochat on, level up, wheels down, throttle back and forward a little bit, turn left, RPM up to maximum, elevator trim up to 90%, do not let her climb, do not lose altitude, 12% elevator trim, turn left, rudder trim to 22%, pull up, a little bit more power, pull up, and extract flaps, nose down, and power forward. She's stabilized, beautiful. That's what I call normal transition procedure, and I was too far, so this time it's not as good as last attempt, because I am lower than I need, so I will fix that with my excessive power, and that excessive power will make my trajectory, my glide slope a little bit shallower. That's acceptable for me. And let's practice touchdown. Touchdowns are not good at all today. Reduce vertical speed, reduce it more, retard the throttle, touchdown. Oh! That was perfect touchdown, I liked it. 39 inches, that was perfect. Retract the flaps, that was perfect. That was a example of how you should do your touchdown. I knew the perfect, good wheels up, good approach is the key for your good landing. RPM down to 72%, retard the throttle, That was beautiful. That was very rare occasion of good touchdown. Absolutely perfect. Like you call it, the last inch was absolutely perfect. So I had 7 or 8 attempts and only 2 were acceptable. That's how bad it is. And 1 was exceptional. That's my experience. And that was beautiful. I like this game. Level up in 10 seconds. 060 is 1/4. I level up to leave some space for me. And in 27 seconds I will proceed. Okay, proceed. Proceed with left turning. And I definitely should do the same for 820. Some 820 practice. I should do rolling to start position training without using brakes. I should do takeoff, so takeoff, circuit and landing definitely on 820, because more or less in general overall P-40 is much better than 820. I leveled up in 10 seconds once again. Minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43%. Let's wait and see how bad it's gonna be this time. Minus 5% more. Aileron 1 on left, minus 5% more. Rudder 80 something, minus 5% more. In 50 seconds I will proceed with left turning, and I'm too low and I've lost 6 degrees of heading. Absolutely unacceptable. Minus 10% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. Proceed with left turning. Excessive power, climb a little bit because I need 1800 feet, not 15,500 feet. Climb, 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 climb. That should be my penultimate circle today. I will do this and another one, and I will do taxiing and stop streaming because I really want to do 820 stream later. Technochat on, level up, wheels down, throttle backwards and forwards a little bit, turning left, RPM up to maximum, elevator trim up to 90%, pull up, aileron to 12, rudder to 22, technochat off, throttle forward a little bit, forward, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, flaps down, nose down, throttle forward, forward, throttle forward, insufficient airspeed. I should fix my airspeed with the throttle movement more on that transition, because I shouldn't be scared of that, really. She's stabilized. I need to make my glide slope a little bit shallower, but no, it's actually beautiful. I'm not overshooting, I'm not undershooting actually. 18 inches is absolutely perfect. Maybe I need a little bit less. Let's make it. I'm a little bit overshooting already. Let's make it good touchdown. Reduce vertical speed, reduce it more, retard the throttle, and that was absolutely, this is unacceptable, very bad touchdown. So maybe I'm tired, maybe, I don't know. 39 inches, by the way, do not forget about that or you will crash. Elevator trim down to 70%. Rudder to 35. Wheels up, bank left, 72% RPM, technochat off, and retard the throttle 150 miles per hour indicated is enough airspeed value for your stabilized climbing turn. Should be enough. And the last attempt, it's not gonna be touchdown this time, it's gonna be actual landing and practice landing run. So I would say the consequence was absolutely normal. You've got terrible attempts, you've got, I leveled up in 37 seconds, in 54 I will proceed. So you've got terrible attempts, you've got normal attempts, and you had one exceptional attempt. It should be better than that. Proceed with left turning. I was a little bit earlier with turning left. Let's note that. And let's make it all okay. I've got about 20 minutes left. This is okay. Once again, 330 is my 2 quarters heading. I will level up. Note the timing when I leveled up to count 40 seconds. Beautiful, beautiful practice. I should make it more. On A20 I've got no such I leveled up in 40 seconds. Technochat on. On A20 I've got no such a pattern. I need to develop it. Minus 5% more. Watch your heading, watch your heading. Do not lose your heading. Minus 5% more. And I didn't know the timing. Unacceptable, unacceptable. I didn't know the timing. Okay, turn left. Too many mistakes, I must say, too many mistakes. Let's climb. How does airfield looks like? Looks like I'm okay. Not too far, not too close. Should be okay. Retard the throttle. Nose down. Altitude is fine. Range is... I'm a little bit closer, maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm perfect, actually. Retard the throttle. Technochat on. And 240 leveling up. Level up, wheels down, throttle back and forward a little bit, RPM up to maximum, elevator trim up to 90%, do not let her gain altitude, aileron, rudder, beautiful, technochat off, pull up, power was too much. My power was too much power, so I will overshoot probably. Flaps down, nose down, more power, more power. More power. So I need to practice, I need to evolve my skills, refresh my skills, re-establish my skills. I need much more practice, so this final approach is quite shallow, but that's okay, that's okay. More power or you will undershoot, more power. Absolutely fine, absolutely fine, absolutely fine. Fine, more power, more power, more power. No undershoot, no overshoot, beautiful. Let's make it good touchdown. It was a little bit undershooting, terrible landing, but beautiful touchdown. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. That was a beautiful touchdown. Second exceptional touchdown, beautiful. Last inch was absolutely fine. Practice landing run, actual landing run without using brakes. Retract the flaps. Retract the flaps. Shift left without circling, without ground loop. Power on 1200 RPM. And high-speed taxiing to clear the runway. That was beautiful. I liked those 2 touchdowns. I just love it. Beautiful touchdown. That's experience. Retard the throttle. She will change her behavior. Do S-turning. Try not to use brakes, because who knows, slippery conditions, slippery tarmacs are coming up. In Combat Pilot, thanks God, Carlos and Jason will do decent work. Trims to neutral and do normal taxiing to your parking place. Too much power, more than 1000 RPM is too much. Let's make it 970, 990 RPM should be okay. Should be perfect actually. No? Not enough. Okay, should be okay. I will not change my power settings because it's very difficult to pick up the right power. When I was taxiing from my parking place to take off position, it was 1020 RPM. Now it's 995, about maybe 95 RPM. So I consider this as a normal taxiing speed. A little bit slow, but maybe I shouldn't be so precise. Normal taxiing. So real life combat aviators, they do taxiing on very slow taxiing speeds. So this is a normal taxiing speed, not too fast, not too slow. I've closed my cowl shutters. This is unrealistic because P-40 should overheat like hell on such a low airspeeds. And in this game you will not see P-40 overheating because they probably decided our heat exchangers, coolers are too effective. I don't blame him for that, but that's unrealistic actually. Only ideal cooling device or heat exchanger will do that. Real devices are not ideal. They will have less efficiency. So that's why Okay, I'm adding some power. I will push throttle forward and backwards from time to time. Backwards, forward, retard the throttle, advance the throttle, advance the throttle, and retard the throttle right away, not to let her increase her taxiing speed. It's gonna be unsafe. And advance the throttle once again when you're not able to pick up the right manifold pressure or the right RPM. In this case, manifold pressure gauge doesn't work, but RPM governor doesn't work either, so you should your joystick throttle lever gives you a little bit more than you need or a little bit less than you need, so you do advance the throttle and then retard the throttle, and by that technique you give yourself decent taxiing speed. This is quite inconvenient, but this is the only way to adjust your taxiing speed with your device. I don't like it. I prefer to pick up the right throttle lever position. Maybe I managed to do that. That's 1000, precisely 1100 RPM. So I've stopped advancing and retarding the throttle, and her taxiing speed is quite okay for me. Maybe too fast actually, but that's okay, that's okay. I do taxiing without using brakes, with only my radar. So that was beautiful 8 or 9 circles, one unacceptable crash touchdown, 2 or 3 very bad touchdowns, couple good touchdowns, and 2 exceptional touchdowns of perfect. I'm proud of myself. I really like when P-40 gives you such a touchdown. 3-point touchdowns with a perfect last inch picking up. Okay, I will have some break, my 1 hour break, and then I hope doing A20 mission, combat mission, level bombing on finish. Maybe the weather will give me such an opportunity, and I will have strength to withstand that sitting on a chair for 4 hours more. Maybe not, I really can't say. So maybe see you later, and maybe see you next weekend, because tomorrow I definitely will not be able to do any missions, any plane. Cut the mixture. So great, that was a great training mission, operational readiness training mission. Thank you all who might watch this, and see you later. Goodbye.